Few people ever actually discover the value they have in the world. Most of us will go through our lives doing the best we think we can do and never know how the little things we do throughout our lives impact those around us. The little blessings we bestow on those who needed the moment of inspiration, that $5 that got them a warm meal that day, the good word that encourages someone to keep going forward. These are the great works that we hopefully do daily that impact and change those around us. Our lives are not wonderful because of what we have, but what we give. Hello, and welcome to episode 32 of One Man's Opinion, where I review professional theater on Broadway, national tours, and across Connecticut. Today I will be reviewing Hartford Stage's production of It's a Wonderful Life, a live radio play, adapted by Joe Landry and directed by Melia Bensussen and Rachel Alderman, running through December 26th at Hartford Stage at 50 Church Street in Hartford, Connecticut. In lieu of Hartford Stage's traditional holiday classic, Michael Wilson's adaptation of A Christmas Carol, Hartford Stage has decided to do It's a Wonderful Life instead. I'm fine with that and respect that decision. Being that the COVID-19 pandemic hasn't ended yet, A Christmas Carol has numerous children in the cast, and some of them not old enough to be vaccinated yet. It makes sense to be a bit more cautious and going a different route this year. It's a Wonderful Life is not only one of my favorite holiday movies, but one of my favorite movies, period. It's a story of endurance, perseverance, love, sacrifice, and appreciating that all men are created equal, but not all of us are on equal footing. And it is the duty for those with more to not be greedy or selfish, but to give to those in need, not for the sake of receiving any reward for doing so, but because it is the right thing to do. This is the third production of It's a Wonderful Life, a live radio play that I've seen. Once before, I saw it at Ivyton Playhouse, and, well, I guess the second wasn't actually seen. Connecticut Repertory Theater actually presented it as a radio drama during the pandemic last year in 2020 as an actual radio drama streamed online. So we got to listen to it like it was on the radio versus watching it staged. Hartford Stage's production is mostly engaging and enjoyable. The concept, for the most part, in its design is set up as a radio station studio with a live audience, which is us, the actual audience. There's an on-air sign and an applause sign that encourages audience participation. Even the acting is reflective of what radio acting was like at the time. Not committing to the style of acting in the movie, but delivering dialogue at a breakneck pace common to the period. The cast of characters may look a little confusing, so I'll do my best to explain. I think the best way to do it is by using a name that Hartford Stage regulars should be familiar with, which is Michael Preston, the actor who traditionally plays Ebenezer Scrooge in A Christmas Carol. Michael Preston plays Freddie Fillmore. But wait, there's no Freddie Fillmore in It's a Wonderful Life. How does that work? You're correct. Preston plays the radio actor Freddie Fillmore, and the character Freddie Fillmore voices Mr. Gower the druggist, Mr. Potter, Uncle Billy, Peter Bailey, Old Man Collins, Nick the bartender, and a cop. So Preston is playing an actor who plays a number of characters. And that carries out with the other four actors also. So we watch the five actors standing before radio microphones, switching voices for the characters they're performing in a split second. And the Foley artist, the person on radio and in film and TV that creates the sound effects by using props to make noises to represent nonverbal action in the story. For example, two plungers in a bucket of water to give the sound effect of someone walking in snow. It's thrilling sometimes, comical, watching the actors switch back and forth, sometimes conversing with themselves, changing voices. For example, with Preston again, Uncle Billy converses with Mr. Potter, and he voices both of them. So he's switching back and forth from a goofy, squeaky voice for Billy to a low, grumbly voice for Mr. Potter. For the entertainment of the live audience, he's also switching hats back and forth as a visual cue as to which role he's playing. There are also great moments between scenes where the five cast members will come together to to do a commercial break promoting various things, including the defunct G-Fox department store in downtown Hartford, which brought out a rather enjoyable cheer from the local audience. The one problem with this production is the break from the environment established in the radio studio when George Bailey, voiced by Jake Lawrence, played by Gerardo Rodriguez. See, it's a little confusing. When George Bailey decides he's going to kill himself by jumping off a bridge. The staging takes a dramatic turn, and it becomes a semi-staged production where the radio studio is no longer really there, and we are now watching it as if it was It's a Wonderful Life, the play, versus a live radio play. It breaks the illusion of everything we've been committed and engaged to in the previous hour plus. It's an intriguing idea, but it doesn't work. It's too much of a deviation. It's not the performances. They're all delightful and with clear, unique interpretations of the characters from the film. It's the destruction of the illusion of being in a radio station. If they had carried out the climax of the story with it still being in the radio studio, this production would have been maybe the best of the three that I've seen. It's beautifully stylized and produced, and still overall worth seeing. I think they just let their imaginations get the best of them for the last 30 minutes or so. Well, that's one man's opinion of It's a Wonderful Life, a live radio play at Hartford Stage running through December 26th. Be sure to leave yours in the comments below. If you're interested in seeing the show, I'll leave a link in the description where you can get tickets. If you like this video, please hit the like button, share it with friends, and subscribe so you can be notified of future reviews. My next review will be TheaterWorks Hartford's holiday tradition, Christmas on the Rocks. So until next time, I'll see you at the theater.